Hey everyone, I'm just taking a break from event videos, and something that I wanted to do that I haven't done is I don't know if you guys are like Reddit fans, but there are like a bunch of YouTube channels that just do Reddit threads, and there's a Reddit Evony. So I always check these out, and it's amazing the type of topics and drama that comes. Like, for whatever reason, Reddit always has really interesting like skewed topics. So I found this one really interesting. So this is a poster who found this thread that does not play Evony. So I know you can read, but I'm just going to read this to you. Hello all. I don't play the game, but someone I share finances with claims someone hacked his account, bought stuff in his name, then attacked him to get all the stuff. I have reasons to believe he may not be truthful, but I don't know how the game works enough to parse this out. And I need to know the truth since we're struggling to cover bills. Are the following purchases all ones that would be able to be stolen by an attacker, or would some of them only benefit the purchaser? She is a very smart cookie to be asking that question. So here are the packs. Alliance Monthly Card, Awesome General Enhancing Sale, Firebearer Epic Package, Classical Scrolls, Healing Hands, and Here Is All You Want. I have no idea what the Here Is All You Want one is, but I mean, Evany does give other people packs. So based on that thread, if you read it, like almost everyone, I think actually everyone is in cahoots that those packs are not packs that you would buy to basically have someone else loot you. Because the only thing that can be looted is resources. So you would buy a bunch of crappy RSS packs. So all of those packs are benefiting the player, definitely. So if the person posting this is watching, just somehow finds the YouTube channel, I'm going to back up everyone by saying that this person is lying to you, is lying, and people had some really good insight for her. And the truth of the matter is, Evony can be an addiction, and it is very close to gambling problems. So if you have any type of addiction, Evony's probably not a good game for you. And it's interesting because I want people to spend and save money, right? Like with Aptoid and with just everything, I want people who are spending anyway to save money. So like this guy is a doofus, right? He's not saving money. He's basically spending money when they're struggling to cover bills, and then he's hiding it on top of it. And not only that, but he's taking it out of, like, who knows if he's taking it from her money. And then that's just like deadbeat vibes, right? So I don't want to judge on the whole situation, but I will say this. What struck me is that she didn't say that they're married. She just said that they share finances. I would say in this day and age, if you're going to share finances, there needs to be a separate bank account where only the shared bills go into and what you're putting in, and you need to have everything else in your own bank account, in your own name, and you need to protect yourself, especially with common laws where after a certain amount of time in different states, you're liable to that other person. So, number one, you dodged a bullet, because I would say never share finances with somebody unless you're married, right? Like, unless you have a ring on it, do not share finances. But I get it, in this day of age, people bypass that, but it gets you in really complicated, murky waters. And now you're in a situation where somebody is basically stealing from you, and they're supposed to be the person that you love. So I think this is very complicated. And obviously this person has a problem. Anytime somebody is going to lie to you that you are a partner with is a huge red flag. And if they're trying to cover up being caught with another lie, instead of just coming straight forward and saying, look, I'm playing this stupid game, I got caught up. And to be honest, he didn't buy a lot. Like, I mean, it was like a couple $100, but everybody has a different situation. So if they're struggling to cover bills, 200 could be a difference between eating and not eating, right? So she sent an update saying, "Thank you for the help uncovering the truth." And basically she did like investigative journalism on her own, and that's the beauty of, when you're in relationships, especially women, they go on full out detective mode. So never try to lie to a woman, especially because especially if you get caught, it's just going to be so much worse. And I'm not 100% sure that I align with the way that she is handling it either. Um, she is bringing her pastor into it. She went and talked to him, and then going to like basically do like an intervention. It sounds like it's going to be an intervention. But if you have to have that sort of communication with a partner, again, is that person really a good partner where you cannot have full communication, right? Like, it's difficult because I was a closet gamer for a really long time, and it wasn't really until I started getting this YouTube channel together and doing the Aptoid thing that I actually started telling people in my real life about it. And normally that stuff, like for years, I kept that to myself. So I can't judge him because I would never go to my family and be like, "Hey, I spend this much on this mobile game." And I think a lot of us wouldn't, because it makes us sound mentally insane. It makes us sound like they need to come do like a mental check on us just when they see that we're spending this much money. For most people, outwardly saying like, "This is how much I spend on a mobile game," we just don't do. So I'm not going to sit there and judge him for keeping that quiet, but for him to dip into their mutual funds that cover bills, that's like different, right? And I am a firm believer, and especially again, if you're not married, if you have your own jobs, you should have your own money. You should have just a set amount that covers bills that both of you agree on, who contributes what, but it's your life, and if you're not committing to somebody for marriage, then you need to hold on to your money. You need to hold on to your retirement. You need to hold on to all that stuff, because you never know what's going to happen in the future. And even when you're married, you don't know. I mean, how many times do we see people that get divorces after they join Evony? How many times have we seen that? It's almost every single server, every single, like, it's just a common story. So that being said, if somebody is lying to you about just direct purchases from the game, how do you know he's not going to the grocery store? "Oh, I'm going to go get some groceries, honey." And it's $150, but he only got $100 worth of stuff. And he got a Google Play card, or he got whatever cards that they have, iTunes cards. That is something that this person could be doing, and you would never know. So it's difficult because you never want to tell somebody that they can't do something. You never want to be like, "Hey, I know you love Evony. I'm going to take that away. I'm going to take this away because you can't handle yourself," right? That would be the best in this situation, I think. But I do know that like when people are in relationships, you can't take away something that they love to do and enjoy, and it's a hobby. So I would just say a lot of people on this thread are just like, dump him, but we don't know if this is the first time. This could be the very first time, and it's like, well, she's the only person that's going to know in the situation, what she's going to do next. I think it's like, she sounds like a cool person. She's going to a pastor. She's like, trying to get help. She sounds like a very smart individual. This person actually sounds like a really like great lady. So sometimes men are just doofuses, they're just dumb. But I would say it's better that he's playing Evony than like going out and cheating on you and, spending it on beer hookers and what is it? What is the other one? Beer hookers and cocaine. At least he's not doing that. So, Evony is bad if he's lying to you, but it is not the worst thing in the world. So I would say, number one, do your assessment on how much he's lying to you. Number two, can you set up your finances so that it doesn't matter? Like, if he's going to spend his money that he has a job and earns, he should be able to spend some of that money on his own hobbies. Now, if it's stuff that you guys can't cover the bills and all that kind of stuff, then that is a different conversation. So that is my advice to you, poster. I'm really sorry that Evony causes these issues, and I know I do videos on saving money, and I know that when you save money, you're still spending money, but like, please spend as responsibly as you can and don't affect your real life. Like, as long as the game is not affecting your real life, your real bills, all that kind of stuff, you're going to be fine and you can enjoy your hobby. But once it starts getting out of control, and there's a lot of people that I have talked to that are like, I can't play this game anymore. I'm like, are you sure? Because, you know, a lot of people get burnt out. Just take a break, take 2 months off. And they're like, no, I can't keep up. And their personality type, they know themselves. They know that if they keep playing, they're going to keep spending, and they can't do it. So they have to kind of get rid of the game. And I totally agree with that. But what I have noticed in the Evony community is every time somebody quits, they end up coming back. Like, they end up coming back. So it is a very strong, it is a very strong thing that pulls people in. But that being said, again, no judgments. I get it. I know that we all kind of have our own Evony stories, but I wish this poster best of luck. I hope they work it out. And that's the end of my Reddit tales. All right, bye.